Okay, so I'm just going to take you through an aspect of the online book which we hope will help you with your understanding of grammar. So something that you can use to reinforce any of those aspects such as verbs or nouns or adjectives that you feel that you need to go over again. So we access the online book as we normally would. So we go in here and it's come up with the book that I need, but if it didn't, then we select OCR GCSE French Active Teach Higher. If I go down to the bottom of the page here, just here, the second one from the bottom where it says Exam Cafe, see these ones here take you into the separate units, but this takes you into things that are to do with your exam. So if I just scroll that down and enter into this part of the online book, we'll notice that it comes up with something called Exam Cafe. Let's have a look around this. So we've got revision. If I go into revision and select improve your grammar and then select l'indispensable there, what you'll see are lots of grammar pages. And now if I open one of these up, so present tense regular verbs, if I open this up, it'll open up in a separate page, and I can then have a look at the activities on a PDF file. It gives me the explanation of the grammar, and then it's got the tasks here. So that's one thing that we can do when we go in. If you go back to the front page, just by selecting back there, and see this section up here, interactive grammar practice, when we go in here and again select l'indispensable, we notice that we've got the same headings, but we've got interactive activities. If, for example, open up this interactive activity, I can go in here and it's asking me to type in the correct endings to complete the verb in the present tense. So you can see here, je joue au basket. So it's asking you to conjugate an ER verb there. And you can see that it's used the same pattern here. So these are all regular ER verbs. If you're unsure of how to do this, a good way to check this, I find, is to go onto languagesonline.org.uk. And if you use in the present tense, if you go into Français there, and here we've got grammar, click into grammar, you'll see grammar units here, and you can see there it says the present tense. So if I click into that, it will tell me how regular verbs work by clicking into the regular verbs pattern, and you can see here that I've got ER verbs, and as it happens it uses jouer to play. It tells us what the stem is here, and then it tells us that je joue, tu joues, il joue, nous jouons, vous jouez, il joue, and here in red are the endings, and so forth. It tells us over here how to do that with RE verbs and IR verbs also. If I click back here, you'll see that it's got explanations of those ER verbs, RE verbs and IR verbs, and it's also got irregular verbs lists that you can look through too. So some of the most common verbs are there, such as aller, to go, je vais, tu vas, etc., avoir, to have. So this is a good place to look when we want recaps of grammar, which we can then use to fill in our gaps on the interactive resource there. So if I want to check that again, if I go back here and go back to my regular verbs explanation, I remember that it was an E on the end there, so click back in and type in my E on there, and so forth, and then I can check my activities. So that's just one thing that you can do using the book. It's well worth having a look at.